So you have news in 3 minutes, and we're just gonna see what Price wants to do. And then between 9 to 10:30, we're probably gonna find something to do because usually half an hour after news is a good spot to look for a trade opportunity. So right now I am leaning bullish. We're gonna trade into all-time high again, so I think this is pretty much the guaranteed target. We can aim for that -5 to -5.5 standard deviation, see how it goes. Right? Because when we see the market trade in tandem with each other, we can anticipate for continuation. So that's one thing that you can look out for. So all markets traded into a previous week high, right? And we're starting to displace through it, so we can anticipate that we're gonna go higher. We can take a look at our higher time frame PD raise right here. I'm looking at this balanced price range. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a dig into that though because we already have an SMT on the lows overnight. So I'm not sure if that's something that's gonna get tapped into again. 5 seconds for high impact news. Yeah, please. For those of you that trade crypto, I am in a long. I'm taking kind of a scalp right now. So I was long since last night in the 4 hour for rally gap. So just in case any of you guys trade crypto, I just let you know what position I'm in. Stacked SMT on the highs. Actually, yeah. You know what? I think we should do our analysis. Let's do a top down real quick. I do think we're going for all time high though. I feel like we're just too close to the objective. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna get a continuation higher. To be honest, I don't see like the only reason I see for bearishness is for retracement to continue higher as of right now. I would prefer to see this here get taken out first though. This high right here from 2 weeks ago. You know, once that gets taken, then we understand all the markets are moving in tandem with each other, and then we can get a continuation higher. This is interesting actually. If this holds, you can take a look at that. That's the stacked SMT Elijah's talking about. Once again, we're so close to that objective of current month high that I don't know if I would really bank on a reversal at this point. It does seem like we're gonna get a continuation though. So far, how price is playing. Yeah, nothing. I think right now, in terms of my analysis, not much to really go off of. I would just sit on my hands for now. Because the thing is, even if you have stacked SMTs on the high, you don't really have a PD array to frame it off of. So that's something you want to take into account, right? Because the high probability model is higher time frame PD array, SMT divergence, and lower time frame structure. So you'd want to wait for all those criteria to be met before taking a stab. Still got 20 minutes, and we'll see how this candle closes because once again, this balanced price range is still here. This imbalanced price range. If we get a dig into it. Is there auto? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not talking right now. I'm just like replying to a bunch of stuff. Sorry. I didn't realize there's so many Discord messages. Welcome, Aaron. Everybody say hello. New face. You do a quick top down already. Again. Yeah. So just from the 4 hour, I actually I wouldn't even say like from the 4 hour. Like I'm just looking at this SMT divergence on these lows, right? So all these SMTs on the lows is telling me that we're most likely going to be bullish, and that's what we've been getting so far. Right, we have a SMT here as well. Right, we're having consistent stacked SMTs pointing bullish. So we're just what the cause for this expansion higher. And then yesterday we were looking for a long. Unfortunately, we missed this SMT right here. Right. So SMT is just consistently pointing us upwards. Right. So that's pretty much the top down analysis. There's not much else to really go over unless you want to use a higher time frame PD rate, which would be the daily fair value gap right here that we traded within. This would be that daily fair value gap. But other than that, that's like the only top down analysis we have right now because the daily chart's very unclean. And if you guys remember from the weekly outlook I posted on Sunday, right? This trendline liquidity right here was something that we're looking at. And so we're getting a quick displacement through it. And that's why I'm saying this final target up here is what I'm expecting. If we get some sort of retracement back into this balanced price range, or it could even be I think it's a 15-minute unicorn right here. Yeah, 15-minute unicorn right here specifically. Then we can look for something to do if price trades back down there before meeting that higher time frame objective. But until we do, we're just kind of waiting right now. Right, so you can take into account your true opens as well. So today, right now, 7:30 is the true open, right? So this is our true session open right here. If you guys pay attention to that, right? Time-based premium discount, and we're waiting for price to go below it. So this is an hourly balanced price range or a 15-minute fair value gap. That's also a unicorn model. That's what I'm looking at right now. Until then, nothing to really do. If we take this high, then we could possibly look for a short. There is a new week opening gap here, but once again, I personally don't really use it too much. Yes, those I just broke it down actually. I broke it down again. So I guess you heard that. And there's some slow price action for high impact news. Yep. Just waiting for the next news event now at 9:45. 8:30 was unemployment claims, which is high impact. Yo, I don't know what's going on. I swear, every time I wake up, like I just got like a stuffy nose and everything. I don't. I can't tell if I'm sick or not. It's so weird. Yeah, I think it's probably allergies. That's what it feels like. But it's like recently started just like kicking in. Probably maybe because it's spring now. I don't know. I don't have a humidifier. I should probably get one for sure. I do not sauna. I'm a ice bath and sauna. I'm gonna come out a different breed. I can sauna though. That is an option. Is sauna really good for your health? I heard good things about it, but I just personally haven't done it. Yo, Aaron, since we're not doing anything, I'm gonna remove your role and then I'm gonna try something through WAP so I can automatically assign it to you. So bear with me 1 second. I feel bad. It feels like I just kicked them out. Alright, so he should have premium role now. Oh, it's because he's connected the wrong. Okay, that makes sense. So he just connected the wrong Discord account to WAP. Honestly, there was a time where I did cold showers only, and that shit was actually pretty freaking good. I never did ice baths. I've never tried an ice bath, but like cold showers, I feel like it energizes you so much. I think that's definitely worth, and it helps you save water because you don't want to stand in there too long. Like a cold shower first thing in the morning is always so nice, and at nighttime you just take like a warm shower. Oh, it's not good for me. Okay, time to stop. Sauna, it is. I also heard it. Does ice baths they hinder your recovery, right, from workouts and stuff? Like they slow down your recovery process or something like that, if I remember correctly. Should speed up recovery. It's good for recovery. Okay. For inflammation. I don't even know because I heard like ice is bad for what for yeah, like I heard that icing a bruise is actually bad. I don't know, maybe I'm just listening to random shit on the internet. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I heard. I heard putting ice on like swelling or bruises is actually bad apparently. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm just here pressing buttons. I'm a gambler. So, you know, I'm just a gambler. This is not medical advice. I'm not even licensed to give financial advice, so you know, take that with a grain of salt, guys. I heard that getting the financial advice license thingy is easy though. So I should probably get that as I scale. But I'm also gonna put that disclaimer thingy. I should put that disclaimer thing at the start of every stream. This is not financial advice. I put it in my descriptions. But for real, SMT in the highest 15 minute, yeah, that's the one I was looking at. But once again, it's like paying attention to the high time frame narrative. It doesn't seem very bearish as of right now. If we get like a displacement lower, then we can look for like some sort of retracement. But right now, there's not much to do. I would just wait. Yeah, for sure. I'm probably gonna get one of those. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like the same thing ICG does with his disclaimer, the non-financial advice thingy. Displacement of a 15-minute time frame. I wouldn't look for on a lower time frame because the higher time frame overall is bullish, right? So I'm looking for something invalidated on the higher time frame rather than lower time frame. Just think back to days sequence days SMT, right? You want to see that first. Nah, don't say that. Cookie eater. He just talks in. Sometimes he talks in riddles. Kind of hard to understand. Yeah, he's literally leaving stuff out on purpose. It like that's what like ticked me off at the beginning. Like actually, not even the beginning. It's been ticking me off is because like I'm studying his stuff, right? I'm studying his stuff and he's not giving me the correct information to backtest properly. So when I backtest, it's like sometimes it's inaccurate. It's like that's what's annoying me is that I'm wasting my time essentially. Because he's telling us one thing, I do it, he says that's not actually what you're supposed to do. Yeah, for real. Other than that, like his stuff is amazing. It's just like he, I feel like he is like wasting my time sometimes though, I'm not gonna lie. Like no hate, but it's just you know what I mean. I think he is a good educator. I think he is a good educator. He's just trying to he's just like, he's very paranoid about yeah, exactly what Shipwreck said. He's very paranoid. Yeah, literally Anderson. That's why I try to respect him as well though. I don't try to leak everything. Like I'll just teach what he has released publicly because I've back tested and I use it every day. So yeah, exactly shipwreck. What shipwreck decided was you can choose to put info out for $150 per month and deal with the consequences or not. If you don't want leakers, charge 10K. Right? It's so yeah, yeah. The Romeo guy's charging 100K for his mentorship, which is insane. I'm not telling you guys to go for that at all, but it's like if you're planning to teach people your concepts, it's gonna get leaked. Like you have to understand that. It's like if I'm teaching you my stuff now, it's gonna get leaked. So I don't care if you guys talk about it. And it's like that's why I never claim stacked SMT divergence as my own. I've never stacked Fair Valley Gap SMT as my own. Because the thing is, there's other people out there that have probably found it. They just haven't talked about it. That's why I just released it for free because that's something I found in the charts. I thought it was cool. There you go. And another thing I don't understand about Day's mentorship, sorry, this is just another thing that I wanted to speak on is that he doesn't want leakers, but at the same time he's allowing more people to join his mentorship, right? So he's never gonna get rid of leakers if he keeps letting people in. I think he's now he's actually closed the mentorship though, if to my understanding, but it's like I can tell because one day the group chat only has like 750 people, and then the next day it has 1,000 something people in it. Yeah, that's another thing. Snows is like without the proper context, information is useless. Can you guys read this or is it too small the text? Here's the breaker for the unicorn. Breaker is right here. You can look at this up close candle as a breaker, or you can look at this up close candle as a breaker. The reason is because we have SMT on the lows right here. So that creates a valid breaker. Yes, yeah, I see that as well. I need to get something. My throat is dry. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. All right, I'm back. Didn't take any trades in Forex, but that seemed good this week. Plenty of SMT on higher time frame and lower time frame. Yeah, I saw Forex. Forex looks pretty good this week as well. My Bitcoin long looking pretty good. My entry is here. I moved my stop to break even already, but that's my entry. I'm targeting this high. I don't know if we'll get there. I'll take partials on the way, but we'll see what happens. That looks so weird. It's just like a square. Go for that 13R trade, you know what I'm saying? What broker do I use to trade crypto? It's called BitGet. I'm up 1 hour so far. I'm just gonna move my stop into profit here actually on the 15 minute. Manage my trade. Yeah, crypto is something else. I used to be so degen into crypto, and now I know like basically nothing about it again. That's crazy, Snows. My dad told me start mining crypto in 2016. I set up a mining rig and I didn't know how they worked. I didn't know that there's like a payout threshold, right? And so it was mining, and after like a week I was like, I didn't even get any money from this. So I just stopped. Little did I know there's a payout threshold. Crypto mining is just using like hardware mining, GPU mining for Bitcoin or Ethereum back then. So what I was mining was Ethereum. A payout threshold, so it's like after you mine a specific amount. So let's say in order to have a withdrawal, just like prop firms for example, in order to have a withdrawal you have to have a specific amount. So in order to withdraw from the miner, then you have to have at least, let's say, zero point 0.1 Ethereum in your wallet that has been mined, then you can withdraw it. Yeah. Would have been crazy though. Crypto was a very humbling experience. I was up 140K and then I went back to zero. We don't talk about those times. Elijah knows. And then that's when I was like, all right, I gotta focus up. Yeah, expensive character building for sure. And that's what I started like actually getting into like trading and shit. Because one, it's like it proves to me that you can make money. Two, it proves to me how easy it is to lose money. Right? So it taught me how to respect risk. That's why it's like it's hard for me to like sometimes I find it hard to execute because it's like, oh, what if I lose? You know, like that's the mentality I have. So, uh, Snows, I don't know if I would consider that a market structure shift. So here's what I'll ask you this, Snows. You have a SMT, but is it occurring within a higher time frame PD array? Is it, you know, is the lower time frame structure presenting? Is it clear? You know what I mean? So if you're following the model, well, if you're following my model is higher time frame PD array, SMT divergence, and lower time frame structure, and then lastly is trade management. So do you have all of those checked off? If so, then go for it. If not, then sit on your hands. And that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, so that's another thing that I want you to be careful about, Snows, is you're trying to catch the top of a bullish market right now. And I know like everyone and their mother is like saying that the market's about to crash soon, stuff like that, but it's like you just have to take it for what it is. The market is bullish, so you can't just fade that and try to short every confirmation of a some sort of reversal, right? It's like our mentors are saying that the market shouldn't be where it is right now. And I agree with that, but I'm not going to just blindly short it until I have clear conviction to do so. We just have to be patient. Yeah, you can, Elijah, trust. Soon you will actually be shorting on the yearly. It's actually not, I don't think it's far away, but at the same time, we just have to wait for that. It's like the long term investment shit. You have SMT on the lows, something you can look out for. Once again, not a buy I would personally take because we're not below the true session open. So I'm kind of just waiting for that. We also have equities open in 10 minutes, and then we have that high impact news at 9:45. So those are all things that you should be wary about. Are we waiting for 9:45 news? Yes. I'll hop on the Brawlhalla. I booked this omakase place for my girlfriend's birthday. And low key, I've been wanting to go there for so long. I hope it's good. It has such good reviews. That shit was so expensive though. I don't even know if it's worth it. You pay people, you're paying someone to have them make sushi in front of you. I've been to one in Vancouver. It was pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the price. But it is very high quality, so you know, I'm down. And it's for a special event, so oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Shipwreck. So there's like the the freshest you can get it. Oh, that's awesome. So shipwrecked. I am a little curious. What's your story? Because I know you're a professional gambler, right? So it's like, what's your story? Damn. All right. Started my teens. Had never had a job. Beat online casinos. Moved to running blackjack teams, and then became a poker player. That is the lore. Quite the lore. You own a skincare company? Wait, that's pretty awesome. That's so like not related though. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Wait, so you're just trading for fun? I'll slowly build up to that seven figures. I've hit the five-figure mark. Next is the six-figure mark, and then seven-figure mark. Know what I'm saying? Just the beginning. Small compared to most sellers that are really good at it, to be honest. Selling on Amazon is like essentially the same as e-commerce, or no? Trading for interest and because it scales. Yeah, I agree with that. I think the scaling part is like the insane part of it. Is like you don't realize how much it actually scales until you like think about it. Because like a lot of people think in terms of dollars at the beginning, and once you start thinking in terms of percentages instead of dollars or like R's, that shit slaps. So equities open in 4 minutes. I'm not sure if Anderson's still here. Oh yeah, he is. but he was talking about the 464, the equal lows here, right? We've had a turtle soup here already. So, you know, that's the thing I was pointing out earlier that didn't want a long though because it's above true session open. So here's your turtle soup because it's a SMT divergence, right? And I know a turtle soup's not an SMT divergence, but that's how I look at it. If you want a turtle soup, that's on YM. Very similar these days. I'd say yes before you could just put stuff up on Amazon. I see. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. I never vibed with e-commerce. I tried it and every store just broke even. I never actually made any profit on it. And so to me it was like it was such a tedious process. I was like I can't do this no more. It just wasn't for me. Yeah, for sure needs to be something that you like, kind of like, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. It's just like trading. Like, if you don't enjoy trading, then you're most likely not gonna succeed. It's like anything in life. If you don't like it, you're probably not gonna do it, or not do it as well as someone who likes it will do it. Like, I really enjoy trading. That's why it's like I don't mind spending 24 hours doing trading related shit. Microcycles looking like AMD. I agree. But once again, it's not part of my plan. That's why I don't execute on it. Like, there are things like you can tape. There's always something to do if you're tape reading. There's always something to do, but it's just, is it high probability or low probability? If we wanted to get it along down here, this SMT was the long, or we wait for a retracement because this is our dealing range, right? So before this expansion higher, I'm looking at this dealing range. Are we in the premium of it? If we are, I'm not even interested in longing, right? We also have our true session open that aligns with that 50% level. So just something to keep in mind. And something ICT teaches a lot is that once he's in premium, once price is in premium like this, where you wanted to position yourself was during this down here or in discount. And once you're in premium, you're just managing your trade. You're no longer trying to enter. So that's our all-time high objective hit. Equities open in 30 seconds. We'll see what it offers us here because our objective's been met. So I don't know if we can still long this. If we get some sort of bearish expansion, then, you know, we also have that SMT on the highs that is like holding right now. So something to be aware of. Equities open now. Looks like a turtle soup for a long is forming low key. YM's kind of just plummeting. Yeah, I think that if YM's doing this, a retracement for NQ is actually not a bad option here. Retracement lower and then take a long. If this SMT on the lows hold, that would be pretty good. Then we have high impact news at 9:45, so that's another thing we're gonna have to wait for. Not something like there's nothing clear right now to execute on. That's why I'm not executing. Normally, if I'm able to identify the manipulation has occurred prior to news, then I'll execute on news. But right now, I can't identify that because we're at, pretty much a final objective of a higher time frame market maker model, right? Market maker buy model, final objective. Let's see what happens. What I tend to see though is if we're in a continuation of the higher time frame, then we're most likely going to see a push higher through here. So we'll see, but once again, we're gonna have to wait for that news to tell us what's gonna happen. See why I'm pushing higher now. This SMT has now been invalidated, so no more bearish SMT. Now there's only a bullish SMT. Creativity high and all-time high taking. You don't expect a return to internal range liquidity. We could expect that. It's just like I want to see how we react to high, right? Because like this is a higher time frame objective, so I don't expect like just a tap and an instant drop. But right here, if we form a 5-minute unicorn, that looks pretty promising too, right? So unicorn right here, possibly. YM is sending it. I want to learn more about turtle soup. Any idea where I should look? Just look for SMT divergences. SMT divergences in one of the markets, it will yield a turtle soup. So for example, if you're looking at turtle soup setup right now, you're looking at YM, right? So this low right here is a turtle soup because it's a SMT divergence on this low, right? And then this took the low, that's a turtle soup. Oh, I haven't seen that. I should probably, I'll watch that. So this turtle soup on Y means we don't need it on NQ and all this is bullish. Yes. So in my eyes, the setup I wanted to execute on is if we get a dig lower into this hourly balance price range or 15-minute unicorn, right? And then YM's digging lower, taking out creating turtle soup, and then this would have been the long I want to take. Yeah, from my understanding, Hydra is very, very consistent. From what I've seen, at least. Really good stuff. Hmm. So far, played to expectations, just didn't really give us an entry. Long ES 1150. 51150. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's fire. Good shit, Mark. I think you've been killing it, Mark, honestly, from what I've seen. Really good stuff. I got stopped out of my Bitcoin long for those that are following along on that. 0.5R, unfortunately. Interesting. Okay, let's zoom out and just, you know, make sure we're still on board with what the higher time frame's doing. Yeah, I still think this is leaning bullish here, so I'm just gonna wait for that 9:45 news, which is in 30 seconds here. All right, let's see what we get. I would expect a push higher right now for news event, and the reason I say that is because manipulation has already occurred on the lows here with that SMT divergence. So this SMT divergence is telling me that manipulation has already occurred. So let's see if that plays out. Yeah, I was also looking at that shipwreck. I want to see if it gets respected. The only thing that's throwing me off right now is like we have nothing to frame this off of. If we use PSP alone, we're just using time, and that's it. Precision swing point, classically. You just look at it as a rejection block. But to be honest, it's like you see how being patient or like avoiding this kind of price action, like this is not something I personally want to be involved with. Like I want to see expansion if I'm in a position. Right now, I just don't see anything giving me high conviction of that. Yeah, that's the thing, shipwreck. It's catching highs and lows is actually so detrimental. And that's, I mean, that's what every like new trader comes to the market thinking they can do, right? It's like obviously in hindsight, it's like imagine how much money if you bought down here, sold up here, bought down here, sold up here, bought down. You know what I mean? In hindsight, it's easy, and so they go into the market with that expectation that they can do that in real time. It could be a market maker sell model. I see that. This is that 5 minute unicorn. Oh, never mind. No more. Just like that, it's gone. I mean, you could look at this as your 5 minute unicorn, maybe, but what's bothering me the most right now is YM's PA. So that's why I'm not super keen on pressing a button right now. It's like YM's not being clear. Yeah, you can look you can look at the inversion for value gap if you want, but it's just not it's not high probability right now that I would say. This is not something I would like you want to be a part of, right? It's like if you're in a position you want to see quick displacement in your favor, but right now we're just not seeing that. There's also nothing clear to really frame it off of. Like we can look at every single different thing that's occurring right now for tape reading sake, but it's like execution sake is like there's nothing high probability for me. Exactly. Like the higher time frame draw on liquidity has already been hit as well. So when you have a higher time frame level hit, you can expect some sort of choppiness on the lower time frames. So that's another thing to look out for. You took that short? Hey yo, bro's killing it. Is that the 1 minute? That is 1 minute. I don't look at the 1 minute. That man's a monster. For real. Maybe that's why Casper doesn't use SMT. uh, for those that are in Days mentorship, there is SMT on the highs, by the way. Ah, damn. It's all good. It's all good. We'll make it back. Yeah, sure. Post it, Levi. Where's the trade? DXY is just pushing higher, doing its thing. Interesting. Does this become a market maker buy model? Now in that hourly BPR. See, I might take a stab at along here. Do it on stream. See if we can invert this gap. Actually, let me see what the risk is for this 50K account. One contract, okay. All right, and we're in. Dum dum do 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 do. So I want to say I want like instant displacement above this trendline liquidity if it's bullish here. That right there, I want to see a quick run through that. Give me that displacement. I need to see speed past these highs. Be comfortable in this trade. Move my stop loss to that gap. It should become a breakaway gap. Give me speed. Moving my stop to this low. Now my stop is in profit. And the reason I'm moving it there is because this low is respecting order flow, right? This redelivered, rebalanced. Never mind. All right, well that's quick scalp for a quick 0.2 R. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can go for another opportunity here. See if we get an SMT on the 15-second. What I'm looking at is this 5-minute SMT right here into this hourly balanced price range, right? That's why I executed on that. And like I said, if I wanted to be in that position, I would want to see, in terms of my setup, I want to see expansion right away past these highs, and then that would make me comfortable in that trade. Yeah, you could call that ERL to IRL. Too early in the new 4-hour candle. That is true. We have SMT with this low right here. I'm down to take one more stab here. Yeah, I'll take one more stab. Why not? And I'll put my stop loss below this order block. And then I'll just kind of, if I get stopped out of this one, then I'm done for the day. This is where I want to see displacement past these highs right here to be comfortable in this position. So we should see a displacement higher and then invert fair value gaps on the opposing side of the curve if we're bullish. So now this is where I pretty much expect speed going higher if we're gonna go higher. Right, so how are we reacting to this high and this high right here? So that low is an SMT as of right now, so I'm just gonna move my stop loss just a tiny bit. I feel like we should see some sort of dig into these highs at least. That's a stop out. So that's me. I'm done for the day. So this account is down around $9 from 50K right now. And I guess we'll just tape read now. So total, I'm down 0.0.75 R around there for today. Let me put that in. So I'm down for the day, and according to my risk parameters, I'm not allowed to take any more trades today. So that is what it is. Use tomorrow's risk today. I'm gonna use the monthly risk for today. Yeah, kind of just got chopped out. I am expecting these highs though, at least. We'll see. Yeah, so here we go. That's the high I was looking for. I want to see speed past it. We'll see what happens. Oh man, that's unfortunate. I allow you to take my no. I'm just not. I'm gonna follow my rules. Like I'm confident I'm gonna make it back. So it's like I'm gonna just let it do its thing. It is like it is what it is. You know, like I can't do anything about that. So, anyways, I guess that's a good spot to end the stream on. Is there any final? Oh yeah, Levi. Let me take a look at your trade just to review it for you. I'm gonna copy this, paste it here. Was this morning? When was this? You definitely did not steal my chart code. No, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's solid. I don't see anything. This is a 1 minute chart, I assume. 5 minutes 750. Oh, that's like pre-news, pre-news. Yeah, I think that's fine. Solid trade. The only thing I would say is once again, it's like for my model, it's just like I guess the higher time frame you're framing it off of is this RDRB, right? That's in a discount. But that's the only thing that you could have framed it off of. Internal to external range liquidity, true day open. Um so this is your dealing range, right? So we drive lower into discount, RDRB. This is a breakaway gap, right? And then you look for higher prices. So if you're using that as your framework, that's a very good trade. But yeah. On that note, wouldn't trade it on my live, just tried it, but just learning. Yeah, that's fine. No worries. On that note, I am gonna hop off here. Unfortunately took a loss today, but it's just a part of the trading journey, so it is what it is. More TGIF probably. Yeah, if we get like a further expansion higher, then I can see tomorrow being a TGIF. But by tomorrow we'll see where we are in terms of the weekly range. That being said, if you guys are gonna continue trading, I would be cautious with this price action. Because after we get this choppy price action, potentially in the PM session we'll get a good setup. So that might be good. So other than that, take care everybody. And if you're trading, I'll update you guys if I do take any trades and stuff like that. But I don't know. I most likely won't because of my risk plan. But if I do end up taking a trade on my funded account, then I'll share that with you guys. On that note, take care, everybody.